spooky month. I am so excited to see you guys again and tell you about a cosplay I did a few years ago. It was none other than the infamous Pennywise. Love him.
Do you want a balloon too, Georgie?
This is courtesy of my maid of honor and bridesmaids. This was at my Salem, Massachusetts Halloween bachelorette party. It was coven themed, and I know you guys love horror, so if you want to see that video, go ahead and click on that in my YouTube channel. Also, I did a Carrie cosplay on that trip, so if you love Carrie, then you can see that as well. That is one of my favorite cosplays that I've ever done. Favorite cosplays that I've ever done. This one is very high up on my list. I think it would be probably number 1 or number 2. I did a Pennywise cosplay a couple years ago and I had an incredible makeup artist. She also did my Corpse Bride cosplay, which I am hoping to do a video about as well and have a few facts about Corpse Bride. It was really funny because when I was driving to do the shoot, I think people were seeing me in their rear view mirrors because I was looking terrifying in my full Pennywise clown regalia. So that was kind of hilarious. What we're gonna do today is I wanted to share my old Pennywise cosplay, and I also wanted to do some facts about Stephen King's It. Now, Stephen King's It is one of my favorite books of all time. My favorite book of all time is The Exorcist, and The Shining comes in a close second or third. Stephen King's It is the biggest book ever. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It is about this thick, but it is a literary masterpiece, and I am a huge fan of the movies. I actually love the new movies better than the old movie. That might be an unpopular opinion, but I just absolutely loved how they did the new ones, and the actors were perfect for the roles in my opinion. I did watch the old one when I was a child, and I love that one as well. So what I'm gonna do today is read you guys some facts that you didn't know about Stephen King's It from mentalfloss.com. Again, I always wanna say this disclaimer because I do not know if these facts are 100% true. This is all in good fun and just because I love connecting with people that love the same things that I love. And I am so excited that I am growing my perfectly gothic spooky community. And I love that you guys are enjoying this content, and I hope you didn't know these facts about Stephen King's It. Fact number 1, it was actually inspired by a Norwegian fairy tale. The city of Derry was based off of the 3 billy goats gruff. Stephen King wrote this on his website. I decided that the bridge could be the city, if there was something under it. What's under a city? Tunnels, sewers. I thought of how such a story might be cast, how it might be possible to create a ricochet effect, interweaving the stories of the children and the adults they become. Sometime in the summer of 1981, I realized that I had to write the troll under the bridge or leave him, it, forever. That is so interesting. I love the city of Derry. I love the detail that he put into this mythical place. It's so cool because Stephen King actually grew up in Maine, so it's a made-up place in Maine. Fact number 2, Stephen King spent 4 years writing It. I am not surprised by this fact at all. The book is humongous. It is an incredible book, so it makes perfect sense why it's so big because he is interweaving, as he said, the children's lives and them as adults. So it is a lot of information, and it's a lot of from their points of view. Fact number 3. It is Stephen King's second longest novel, clocking in at a whopping 1,138 pages. It is second only to The Stand, which came in at 1,153 pages, as King's longest work to date. it weighs 4 pounds. Fact number 4. King has actually been sober for over 3 decades now. In his youth, he suffered from an addiction to drugs and alcohol. Fact number 5. Stephen King wrote the book while under the influence of cocaine. It's a really long book. Not surprised by this. King himself said, "I was a heavy cocaine user from 1978 until 1986. Fact number 6. It, Pennywise, comes to terrorize Derry in 27-year increments. The entity of Pennywise, otherwise known as It, is actually a demon that takes on various different forms. Its most recognizable form is the clown form because that is what they show in the movies and a lot of what you read in the book. But it takes on many different forms as well, and in the book you see it taking the form of werewolves, vampires. It wreaks murderous havoc on the fictional town of Derry every 27 years. Oddly, the 2017 film adaptation actually hit theaters 27 years after the latest adaptation of the book. Fact number 7. The fictional town of Derry is a stand-in for the real town of Bangor, Maine. As I was saying earlier, Stephen King is from Maine, so Derry was based on where he's from. He lived in Bangor, Maine since 1979. Fact number 8. Pennywise actually takes on the clown form because that's what Stephen King thought scared children the most. What do you think about this? Do clowns scare you? I love clowns. I am not scared of clowns, but I'm wondering if any of you are. Because you all love horror, I'm sure that you either love clowns or hate clowns. There's always one or the other, and I would love to hear your opinion in the comments. King originally just wanted to blend all of the scariest, nastiest monsters together, and that would be Pennywise. But he said, "I thought to myself, there ought to be one binding, horrible, nasty, gross creature kind of thing that you don't want to see and it makes you scream just to see it. So I thought to myself, what scares children more than anything else in the world?" And the answer was clowns. I find that so interesting. And that could be a reference to John Wayne Gacy, who actually was a murderer of children and he was a clown. Fact number 9. Stephen King once had a creepy clown encounter with Ronald McDonald. In a 2005 interview with King, he shared he had a creepy clown experience with Ronald McDonald on an airplane. He came to sit next to him in full clown attire. You think, what if this plane crashes? I'm gonna die next to a clown, King said. Fact number 10. Stephen King considers It his last exam on horror. King said, "I thought to myself, why don't you write a final exam on horror and put in all the monsters that everyone was afraid of as a kid?" And I thought, how are you going to do that? And I said, well, I'm going to do it like a fairy tale. I'm going to make up a town where these things happen and everybody ignores them, which is so interesting and just drives the entire story of It, since every 27 years, these horrible things arise and he terrorizes this town. So interesting. I loved all those facts. I love Stephen King. I'm a huge fan. All of his books are genius. He is, in my eyes, the best horror writer of all time, but William Peter Blatty did write my favorite book, The Exorcist, and that is a horror book, so I have to say that he is high up on that list for me as well. Pennywise is a character that I think terrifies many people. I personally love this character and I love doing the cosplay, and I hope you guys love it too. I'm going to put in the photos here right now, and I hope you guys enjoy looking at them. This was one of the first professional cosplays that I ever did, where I had a makeup artist. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did, and I hope you enjoyed the 10 facts about Stephen King's It. Just wanted to say a huge thank you for 126 subscribers. How unbelievable is that? my cousin Bridget got me this amazing plaque. Thank you, Bridget. I am so proud that I have passed 100 subscribers in the small amount of time that I've been doing this, and it is all thanks to you and your love for the same things that I love, and I love connecting with you guys. I love to see comments that say that they love my videos or that it helped them in some way or that it was entertaining, and I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so excited to keep doing this and to keep growing my perfectly gothic community. Thank you so much for everything. I am so thankful and I'm so excited to see where this takes us. Stay perfectly gothic!